Welcome, Forever Family. Welcome to Where Scripture Speaks Clearly. We have been given over 260 different Bibles the Lord has provided to share the gospel to make disciples on multiple Facebook pages and www.lordsbook.com. Today, Ezekiel 8, verse 1 through 18 from the NIV Prophecy Marked Reference Study Bible. Verse 1, it says, Idolatry in the temple. In the 6th year, in the 6th month of the 5th day, while I was sitting in my house and the elders of Judah were sitting before me, the hand of the sovereign Lord came upon me there. I looked and I saw a figure like that of a man. From what appeared to be his waist down, he was like fire, and from there up his appearance was as bright as glowing metal. He stretched out what looked like a hand and took me by the hair of my head. The Spirit lifted me between the earth and heaven, and in visions of God he took me to Jerusalem, to the entrance of the north gate of the inner court, where the idol that provoked to jealousy stood. And there before me was the glory of the God of Israel, as in the vision I had seen in the plain. Then he said to me, Son of man, look toward the north. So I looked, and in the entrance north of the gate of the altar I saw this idol of jealousy. And he said to me, Son of man, do you see what they are doing? The utterly detestable things the house of Israel is doing here? Things that will drive me far from my sanctuary. But you will see things that are even more detestable. Then he brought me to the entrance in the court. I looked and I saw a hole in the wall. He said to me, Son of man, now dig into the wall. So I dug into the wall and saw a doorway there. And he said to me, go in and see the wicked and detestable things they are doing here. So I went in and looked, and I saw portrayed all over the walls all kinds of crawling things and detestable animals and all the idols of the house of Israel. In front of them stood 70 elders of the house of Israel, and Jazaniah, the son of Shaphan, was standing among them. Each had a censer in his hand, and a fragrant cloud of incense was rising. He said to me, Son of man, have you seen what the elders of the house of Israel are doing in the darkness, each at the shrine of his own idol? They say, the Lord does not see us. The Lord has forsaken the land. Again he said, you will see them doing things that are even more detestable. Then he brought me to the entrance of the north gate of the house of the Lord, and I saw women sitting there, mourning for Tammuz. He said to me, do you see this, Son of man? You will see things that are even more detestable than this. Then he brought me into the inner court of the house of the Lord. Excuse me. And there at the entrance of the temple between the portico and the altar were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of the Lord and their faces toward the east. They were bowing down to the sun in the east. He said to me, have you seen this, Son of man? It is a trivial matter for the house of Judah to do the detestable things they are doing here. Must they also fill the land with violence and continually provoke me to anger? Look at them, putting the branch to their nose. Therefore I will deal with them in anger. I will not look on them with pity or spare them. Although they shout in my ears, I will not listen to them. Ezekiel 8, Idolatry in the Temple, verse 1 through 18, from the NIV Prophecy Mark Study Bible. Okay, I've done my part of sharing the gospel. Now it's your part. What is your part? Like, share, follow, subscribe, and leave comments. The fact that you do that might encourage someone else to do the exact same thing. And guess what? We can team together to share the gospel, and maybe we might reach that last person that has not heard the gospel. and they get to decide if they want to accept Jesus, the Messiah, the Yeshua, or not. So I'm always adding more book studies, topical teachings, and different formats of sharing the gospel. So keep coming back. Goodbye for now. Be blessed always. See you again soon.